Welcome to my channel if you're brand new. Welcome back if you are not. Today I've got the brand new one from the Gorillaz entitled Pac-Man. Let's get into it. First part, it's very much in G minor. Let's take a look at that tablature. The majority of the riff is based off of just the G minor pentachord. That's G, A, B flat, C, and D. But they funk it up a little bit. Boom. So that's the first bar. So there's 2 16th notes on the second half of the first beat. So it's going to go 1. Boom. Remember, articulation's important. Get those little staccato notes in there. That's very important. Second bar, that's the simplest part. So you can either play that here, as it's written in the tab, with the C note on fret 8 of string 1, or you can play it on fret 12, string 2. Same notes, doesn't really matter, depends on what tone you're looking for, because they do sound a little bit different. And then it repeats. The third measure is a repeat of the first measure. And then, starting from A, B flat, A, G, and then F, F sharp. And there you go. And there's a part where he's going, I'm stressing out, over and over again. And so, there's a lot going on in that part, and I'm not going to go over that part here. There's just too much going on. We don't need to do that. Many studio layers. It's pretty tough to hear a lot of that stuff. And there's another part later that's tough to hear. I'll get into that in a moment. Like right now. All right, so this next part was tough for me to hear, like literally. All these videos I do by ear, and I usually never double check anything, but I double checked this one part because it was tough for me to hear literally, you know. And what I can tell you is the way that I'm going to show you now is the most accurate way possible that you can play this on the internet right now. Because I did a bunch of research, and multiple sources with platforms bigger than me are saying that you play this part. It's the part where he's going, I'm stressing out. Then the green guy comes out of the room. That part in the video, this is where it happens. And people are saying it's G and G minor and F. That's completely wrong. Now, the part I'm about to show you now might be wrong. I do make mistakes sometimes, but I guarantee it's way more accurate than that. I mean, if you're going to show people how to do things, you got to try to do it the right way at least. But this is just, don't pay any mind to this progression for this part. It's nonsense. It doesn't make any sense at all. So the first 5 chords are on strings 3 and 2. So I will simply recite the fret numbers, and here's the tab. 3 and 3, 3 and 2, 1 and 1, 3 and 3, and then 5 and 4. So the progression that seems to be implied with the guitar would be G minor. That's D over F sharp, because the bass, the F sharp that's a strange bass line a little bit, but then F minor, and then back to G, and then back to 3 and 3, but the bass line's actually going on E flat on that 4th chord. So maybe it's a E flat major 7 implied, or just an E flat triad implied chords. It's a 5 and 4 on strings 3 and 2 before we switch strings. Okay, and the bass line for that is A flat. So to me, that could very well be just an A flat major 7. Could be an A7. I can't tell if there's a G flat in there to really know for sure. But that's what it sounds like to me. All right. Then The last three chords, we've got 3 and 4. Okay, so 3 and 4. Then the last two chords, we've got A, implied A minor, and that's on strings 4 and 3, frets 7 and 5 respectively, and then down 2 frets for G minor. So playing that whole thing, we got so that's what I think it is. I guarantee it's more accurate than what you're going to see online in a lot of different places right now. And I don't think they're going to correct it. So let's go on to the last couple parts here. This is the part where the rap flow happens, and it highlights G minor and C minor. Just arpeggiating the chords, so playing the chords one note at a time. Check out the tab. We got G, B flat, D. G, B flat, D, and G. And then he repeats the G on top. And then it's going into the C minor pentachord. So G, F, E flat, D, and C. Once he gets to that C on the 3rd fret there in the 2nd bar, it's the same arpeggio shape, but he's adding another E flat or a flat 3rd on top. Okay? He does that a bunch of times. Now towards the end, right about the 2:59 mark, going into the last bit, again, this is one of those parts where it sounds kind of, there's actually, I mean, sometimes you'll do some chord transcription and you'll find that there's actually more than one correct answer. I think that's the case with this one, but this is what I chose to go with. So it's about 2:59. You got the chord progression when the girl is running up the stairs, I think, in the video. So C minor, G minor, I think that's an F or an F7. It sounds a little hazy to me. G minor, C minor, G minor. Alright, there's your F. So then after that it goes. I chose to do, you could do a D minor, C minor to G minor. That works too, but I'm doing the D7 sharp 9 because I think it sounds a little funkier. So 2, 3, 4. So there you have it, another one from the Gorillaz. I'm noticing a lot of traffic on my channel. Not a lot of you are subscribing. I've got a lot of upgrades coming up, so the channel is only going to keep improving in terms of the video quality and all of that stuff. It's going to be fun. So please subscribe if you're interested, and or if you know somebody who is, just go ahead and tell them about my channel. Why not? It'll help. So I hope you have fun with this, and in the meantime, I will see ya, and have a good weekend.